Zombie apocalypse.
To check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the 76ers. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Los Angeles, Schroeder is out there with Russell. And manning the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky. And the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire Anthony Davis. And it's LeBron in at the power forwards position. And for Dallas,
well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. They never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
and I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the seven-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you've got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
Now, here is Irving. The step back jumper is good. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
From deep LeBron, it's rebounded by Dallas. Number 77, defended by Schroeder. Number 77, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
They get it again, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Now, here is Irving. Second chance shot. Shot denied. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Number 15. Bullock with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Snatched up.
Los Angeles foul. Russell. That's his first personal foul.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, trailing by 2. Irving, good look. And he connects on the jumper. The screen's at the trip.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Irving against Russell. Scooped up. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
The Lakers making a switch here. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe for struggles in the West.
Mavericks trailed by 5. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Here's Schroeder. Kept alive. Number 12. The second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside. They swipe it. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And for the Mavs against the rest of the West. As you were just talking about, Clark, they went 24 and 28 against the rest of the conference, and while that is all right, Steve, it's not going to get you into the playoffs.
Not with the depth of this conference, Kevin, and I think you have to be at least 500 this year against the West to get in. The Mavs know this, and they've been a perennial playoff team for a long time. They just couldn't quite get everything together last season.
Gives him the lead pass. Here's Schroeder. Can't hit. Great D that time from Green.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Dallas, no good that time either.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Back to Beasley. Pass to Schroeder. Fires from deep. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Timeout called the Lakers. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. There's the bucket, good.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Los Angeles leading by 7. It's Davis with the drive. Fades. Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Green.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. That's tipped. Morris passes to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
9 seconds on the shot.
LeBron with it. Guarded now by Morris. And finished off by LeBron.
Now, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
Dallas making a switch here. Lakers leading by 9. The pass to Schroeder. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Number 77. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 5.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Pass to Bertens. Number 77. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic. You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He is a very slippery player.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, a quick turnaround for Jason Kidd from a player to head coach. Many felt he could still be playing if he wanted, but he said, quote, "My biggest fear had always been getting hurt and not being able to leave the game on my own terms." It worked out well for him, and guys, just like his playing days, always thinking a few steps ahead.
You bet. Thank you, Doris. Davis with it. Shot clock at 6. That one rolling around and rims out. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Number 77, he's guarded by Russell. The offensive rebound.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging.
Oh, ridiculous.